What is going on, everyone out there in YouTube land? Today we're going to check out a dual 18650 200 watt device that is probably one of the easiest devices to navigate. This is a collaboration between WoToFo and RigMod. Yes, Rig and WoToFo got together and they created the FLUX. Yes, the FLUX kit that will include the FLO Pro sub-ohm tank that is using a mesh style coil. Currently got it at 50 watts, got it loaded up with some of the Nada Portuguese custard. Let's have a vape and we'll dive into the FLUX. Very, very nice. The FLUX sent over directly by WoToFo for the purpose of this review. If you guys are looking to pick one up, I did do a search online. A few websites have them on pre-order. Going price for the kit, anywhere between like $90 and $95. I did notice one site that's selling just the mod itself for around $69. So there's nothing I hate more than unboxings. But for this one, we're going to have to do an unboxing because I think WoToFo did an amazing job with the presentation and the box on this one. So here we have it, guys. The FLUX presentation box is beautiful. Inside the box, let's check it out. We're gonna get the FLUX device. There we go. We're gonna get the FLO Pro, or Pro Flow, I think it's FLO Pro sub-ohm tank. They're gonna toss in a, ooh, that's tight, a bubble glass that hopefully you don't break when you get it out. There we go. Pop open the extra parts down here at the bottom. We'll get a nice little bag. What's inside the bag, you ask? Good question. Micro USB charging cable. We're also going to get an extra coil. Looks like a user manual. We get the WoToFo spare parts bag. I feel O-rings. I feel, oh, never mind. There we go. O-rings inside of there. Another user manual. And that's it. Comes in this nice kind of hard plastic case that you can use to actually store your cotton, your coils, your atomizers, or other random things. Dimensions on the FLUX, we're looking at 92 millimeters tall, 50 millimeters wide, and 30 millimeters thick. It is constructed of a zinc alloy, and it's available in 8 different colors. At the top, we do have a stainless steel 510 connection, gold-plated spring-loaded pin in the center. As you can see there, the 510 connection is nice and centered, so it's going to look good with all your atomizers. Let's screw down the 25 millimeter Kennedy, shall we? And let's see if it overhangs. Screw it all the way down. Sits nice and flush and almost comes to the very edge. I wonder if this is going to look good with 28. Let's grab the Sherman real quick just to see what it looks like. Here's the Sherman, 28 millimeters. And if we screw it all the way down, check that out. 28 millimeters sits beautifully on top of there. So very, very nice. Now on the front, we're going to have a 1.3 inch OLED display. The screen on here is kind of dark, really hard to read outdoors. Very simple layout, which I do like, and we'll go through the menu system in a moment. Now the wattage up and down buttons are kind of blended in with the design here. If you look at it, you don't really notice the buttons, but the buttons are actually right here, nice and clicky. The only thing about this is sometimes they blend in a little too much, and I find myself searching for the button. But there's your wattage adjustment buttons. As you can see there, there's the light, the FLUX light. I love the way it pulses like that. You could change the color, the style, or you could turn it off inside the menu, which I will show you guys in a moment. Below that, micro USB charge port. This one does offer 1.5 amp charging over USB. No mention of firmware updates over USB. Along the side right here is going to be your firing switch. Very comfortable button. Nice and clicky. You can press it in the middle or at the top, but the best way to do it is just give it a squeeze like this, and the button's nice and tight. Absolutely no button rattle or battery rattle with this one, which I do like. And then at the bottom, we're going to have the FLUX logo. This is a WoToFo RigMod collaboration, and here's going to be your battery door, some battery ventilation right there. Nice tight door. This is the way it's supposed to be done, and if I push it over, pop it open, gold-plated contacts. The indicators are kind of hard to see at times, But dual 18650s, Sony VTC5A as always. And then when you put your batteries in there, you got to really push this thing down hard and push it over. But it is a nice tight battery door, so they did a really good job with that. And then on the back side, really nothing going on, or should I say the front side. The back and the front almost look the exact same, so it's hard to tell at times. But there's the back, little design right there. And these look like buttons, but they're actually not buttons. It's on the front. So you may get confused at times on which side you're pressing. The finish on here, very nice. This high gloss finish, this the blue looks beautiful. Feels great in the hands. It is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but it looks and feels real good. So the FLUX will go all the way up to 200 watts and it will fire down to a 0.08. One thing that I really like about this mod is the menu system, or the lack of, is very simple. It's really easy to navigate, and there is no temperature mode. It's wattage only, which makes it very simple for pretty much anyone. On the main screen, we got your boost, your wattage, your voltage, resistance, your dual battery indicators. The wattage down and the firing switch will allow you to adjust the light. You could change the color, you could change the style, or you could turn it off if you're not a fan. Wattage up in the firing switch will allow you to adjust the boost from powerful, powerful plus, back to standard. The wattage up and down button together will lock the device and lock the power. So that way if you put it in your pocket, you don't need to shut it off, you can just lock it. Repeat the process, we'll unlock it, and then 5 clicks will shut it off and also turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Also inside the kit, you're going to get the Flow Pro sub-ohm tank, which is a 25mm sub-ohm tank. At the top, they will include a low-profile Delrin drip tip. Very comfortable drip tip. You can, of course, use your own 810 drip tip, but this one's kind of a pain to get out of there. You got to get your nail underneath there, pop it out. There you go. No 510 drip tip option with this one. We do have the slide open top fill. All you got to do is just give the top cap a slight spin. I always manage to screw this up. Come on, there we go. There's going to be your fill port located at the top. Kind of a small fill port, but I had no issues putting my bottles down in there. They will include 2 glass tanks. You'll get a standard glass tank, which holds 4 ml, and then the beautiful bubble glass that holds 5 ml. We do have 3 airflow holes at the bottom. Each air hole measures 10 millimeters each. We have a nice tight airflow control ring, so you can adjust the airflow to your liking. A fixed gold-plated 510 pin with the WoToFo logo and the RigMod logo laser etched in the bottom right there. And just your standard sub-ohm tank. You know, machine work is beautiful. Love the color of this tank. And they include 2 coil heads. You will get 2 of the same coil heads, actually. And they're mesh-like coils. They're using, like, the netting. And these are going to be 0.18 ohm coils rated 40 to 60 watts. There's a look at the coil. And they do state on their website this tank will work with the Smok Baby Beast coil heads. And also I noticed when I was messing around with it that I was able to fit one of the Vaporesso mesh coils in there. It fits perfectly, but I'm not sure if it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this in and we're going to jump up and check to see if the Vaporesso coil will work inside of here. And if so, that's going to be a big win in my book. So with all that said, let's jump back up and let's have a vape, shall we? So when I heard Rig and WoToFo were teaming up together to put out a device, I was kind of shocked because RigMod, being an all-US company, kind of teaming up with a Chinese company was kind of weird, but it's kind of a good thing because China sometimes can really make stuff look kind of Chinese, if you know what I mean. So by having an American company, you know, give their opinion and input on something, I think it gives it a nice look. And I will say, when I receive these, they are just beautiful looking, very beautiful looking devices. 8 color options from the get-go. The 510s in the center, the finish, the comfort, everything. I love the way this mod looks. Now the tank, the Flow Pro tank. The provided coil heads, I've noticed, I get up to around 55 watts. Anything over that, they tend to get a little dry. The flavor is good, but don't think you're going to get high wattages out of it. I did notice on their website you can use these Baby Beast coils, and I tried the Vaporesso coil, and it does work. And the Vaporesso coil allows me to go up to around 70 watts with the boost set to Powerful Plus. Nice, warm, saturated, flavorful vape. So if you have some Vaporesso mesh coils laying around, or some smoke coils, but we know smoke coils are kind of hit or miss, but the vaporesso coils really make this tank shine at higher wattages. So I thought that was really nice that you can use other coil heads. The drip tip is kind of small for my liking, but it is comfortable. The top fill is nice and easy. We do get the bubble tank, which is always a bonus. The airflow is super smooth, lots of airflow on this one. And all in all, I think it's a really nice mesh style or mesh-like sub-ohm tank. The device, once again, awesome. 510 is in the center, 28 looks good on top. The screen. Now here's my only complaint probably with this device. If it wasn't for the screen, it would probably be a perfect device. The screen is a little dark at times. Well, actually, it's dark all the time. Trying to see it outdoors is kind of hard to do. Indoors, it's kind of dim and dark, and it's a color screen, and you can't really, I don't know, they put that tinted screen protector over it, and it just kills the brightness. I wish they wouldn't have done that. But aside from that, navigating the menu is super easy. Anyone can use this device. No temperature mode. Oh, I'm so happy about that. And it's simple, really simple to operate. The wattage buttons are nice because they're kind of hidden in with the design, but at times I found my finger kind of roaming around wondering where the wattage button was. Love the pulsing light right there, beautiful touch. Of course, you could turn it off. The battery door, very well done, nice and tight, no battery rattle, no button rattle. All in all, a beautiful mod. It is a fingerprint magnet, but I don't even care about that. Performance, it ramps up quick. It's powerful, and battery life, you know, like every other dual battery device, depends on how much you vape, what resistance, what wattage. But I found myself 2 sets of batteries. I got through an entire day at around 80 watts. So the FLUX, WoToFo, rig, awesome job. Very happy with this device. And yeah, that's it, I guess, right? Yeah, that's it. Pretty simple on this one. They did send over a few extra, but because YouTube is so kind of picky about doing giveaways on channels lately, we're going to be moving these giveaways to the Patreon page. So if you are a Patreon, you'll have a shot at winning one of these bad boys. We got a green and a black. Yep, look about right. If you're not a Patreon, visit the Patreon page. Link is in the description. And other than that, that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. If you have any questions or comments, you know exactly what to do. Hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to everyone very, very soon. Make sure you guys build safe. And as always, vape on.